Thomas Tuchel says he has no problem with Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden or Jack Grealish after the trio were left out of his England squad for next week's games against Wales and Latvia. Bellingham has failed to earn a recall despite returning from a shoulder injury, while Foden and Grealish also miss out despite returning to form with Manchester City and Everton respectively. England boss Tuchel said Bellingham had wanted to be included in the squad, having spoken to the 22-year-old on the phone. "He is a special player, and for special players there can always be special rules," Tuchel said of Bellingham, who has made just one start for Real Madrid since returning to fitness. "But we decided to keep with the straightforward decision of inviting the same group. Jude always deserves to be here. There is also the situation that he has not quite gathered his full rhythm again at Real Madrid. He has not finished a full match, he wanted to be called up. We had a phone call." Tuchel was keen to stress his positive relationship with Bellingham after he was forced to apologize to the midfielder earlier this year for calling his behavior on the pitch repulsive. During a live interview, the German said he used the words unintentionally and would be more careful in future. Asked if he had a problem with Bellingham, Tuchel said, "No. There is also no problem with Phil Foden or Jack Grealish either. Phil is back influencing and deciding games for Manchester City. Jack is very close to being back to the best version of himself. There is no personal problem." Bukayo Saka replacing the injured Noni Madueke is the only change to last month's squad, with Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Jarell Quansah retaining their places after being late additions last month because of injury. The Three Lions face Wales in a friendly at Wembley on Thursday before a World Cup qualifier in Riga on October 14. If England win in Latvia, they will need a maximum of 2 points from their final 2 qualifiers, against Serbia and Albania in November, to reach next summer's tournament in Canada, Mexico and the United States. The Three Lions produced their best display by some distance under Tuchel's leadership when they beat Serbia 5-0 away from home in Belgrade last time out. Tuchel says that performance meant it was an easy decision to stick with largely the same squad, though there are absolutely no guarantees for any player when it comes to selection. The last camp was only 3.5 weeks ago and the teamwork and spirit was on the highest level. That is why we decided to invite the same group to this camp, he said. Foden is in a very good moment. Adam Wharton deserves to be with us. Curtis Jones and Trevoh Chalobah are getting minutes with their clubs. There are players who deserve to be here. Cole Palmer is injured and is a special player. It will always be like this. Are we a better team with Jude? Yes. But I told you before, what do we do if Jude is injured before the World Cup? Do we just cancel? Thomas Tuchel again delivered a box office news conference. Tuchel, a master of managing his relationship with the media, started with an opening statement to set out his thinking for his decisions. Bellingham is fit and available and wanted to come to camp, but Tuchel has said he did not want to change the squad too much after a statement 5-0 over Serbia, where the manager said team spirit was at an all-time high. But with Tuchel not selecting Bellingham, and his repeated comments about team spirit, it is hard not to link the two, even though Tuchel said repeatedly how Bellingham is special, and that there is no problem between him and one of England's star players. The England manager has always made it clear that he wanted to make the national team feel like a club side, and, by keeping the same squad after a statement win, he has done that. But the questions will come again in the next camp if England win well in these next 2 matches.